Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavangscha. There is a fisherman. So, in the evening, that is still in India, in the evening you can ask shelter from any householder's house, they will give you shelter. So he came in the evening, sir, I want to pass night in your home. All right, you are welcome. So, fishing basket, and then you keep this here, outside, and you sleep inside. So, whole day, he was restless. Then, whole night, he could not sleep. Then, the master said, you are not sleeping? No, sir. Why? No, because my baskets are kept outside. So, what is the basket? Unless I smell, I cannot sleep. So, these Americans, unless they smell about machine, they cannot sleep. Habit is the second nature. For ordinary master work, there will be so many machines. I have seen, Caraṇāravinda was doing. At least that machine must come. So, making hole. That machine is compulsory.
Recently, Prabhupada, I saw one machine for rubbing the nails, sir. It's a battery-operated machine.
For cleansing?
Yes. And for nail rubbing also.
Yes. For massaging?
Yes.
Then for brushing the teeth, you just hold the toothbrush and the machine makes it go up and down.
Yes.
Some scientists, they want to make all the different body parts. They want to give artificial arm, then artificial feet, and they're spending all kinds of money and time making these complicated machinery to do the same thing that the body is doing. And their ultimate goal, the scientists were stating, their ultimate goal was to make a complete human body so that the person never has to die, but he can always change his body just before it breaks.
The maker of that machine will die.
Yeah.
He cannot save himself.
Yes.
He can make a machine which will not die. But he will die. Is that all right?
Yes.
How much perfect he is, that you can consider. That he is making something perfect which will not die. But he will die. So he is imperfect. So how his machine is perfect? This is common argument. He is imperfect, but he cannot make such machine that he will not die.
They say in the future they will be...
that is kicking on their face. That is the only loophole on which you can kick on their face. You see? They are making machine perfect, but they cannot make themselves perfect. Why don't you ask, why don't you make a machine that he will not die? Your machine will not die, I accept. You are so perfect. But why you will die? Huh? Why he will die? What is their answer?
They say that they'll get to a point where when each cause of their death may be, say, a bad heart, then they can get an artificial heart.
All right, you can get everything, we'll do it. But why don't you do it for yourself, that you will not die?
That's all right. I'm working for posterity, so that people who come...
What posterity? You cannot take help from your machine. What posterity will take? It is nonsense. Yeah. You are starving, and you want to speak that I will distribute prasadam. What is this nonsense? You are starving, and you are proud of distributing food to others. Is that very good reasonable proposal? First of all, you stop your starvation. Then you can say, now I have stopped my starvation, I will distribute food to the hungry man.
All the scientists and leaders are all like that. have the vaguest idea. They don't have the vaguest idea.
We call them rascals and fools. They may advertise themselves as scientists, but we take them as rascals and fools.
Some of them so much want to be God, they're thinking they're going to create life and make bodies and this and that.
The only question is that first of all, keep your life. Then you create another life. The life in you is already there. Now keep it, protect it. By some machine or by some chemical. Then you talk all this nonsense. What do you think, Vishnu Maharaj?
At the fairs in the United States, they have exhibits of what the scientists are doing. And one scientist has actually invented a machine, cost $100,000. And this machine can take the head of a man from his body and keep the brain cells still going. And they expect that this machine, they haven't done it to anyone because no one will do it.
That expectation is always there. Any fool can expect anything. That is another.
But they've done it with goat head.
We are concerned what you are doing now. That's all. We are not for expectation future. We do not believe in that. Trust no future, however pleasant. It may be pleasant to you, but we don't believe it. You rascals, you can feel. But history shows that after death, no brain works. So, we take this simple conclusion that this brain is useless. So, am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
You are very critical, you can say. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
Thank you. Swarup Damodar asked the scientist that you are beginning life from chemicals. Suppose I give you chemicals, can you make life? That I cannot say. This is their proposal.
Yeah.
This is all rascals. And they are wasting public money and making other fools. They are going to the Chandralok and this lok, Belas, simply wasting time. This remark I gave in the newspaper. Sometimes in San Francisco.
They asked about the moon.
Yeah. It is simply waste of time and energy, that's all. And in 1968 I wrote that Easy Journey, and this is all childish.
Sputniks.
Yeah. Have you read that?
Yes.
Yes.
It is very nice.
So we can boldly say, on the strength of Vedic literature, all these attempts are childish, and those who are attempting, they are all fools and rascals. That's all.